Hello, Gaias. So today I want to guide you through a 20-minute somatic yoga flow that's designed to address 3 subconscious patterns that quietly shape posture for so many of us. They affect our breath, they affect the way we move in the world, how our body wants to protect us, and these patterns aren't your fault. They are reflexes wired by the primitive part of the nervous system. Not the conscious part of the nervous system up here, but the deep part that got wired in to try to keep you safe. And today you're going to feel them release. So we do a lot of talking about what they are, but it's the actual somatic feeling that really shifts the needle on the red light reflex, which causes the front of the body to collapse. That rounded posture, your head forward, your mother always saying, pull your shoulders back, sit up straight, right? That red light reflex. The green light reflex that has us always arch and pull up and pull back and aching low backs and hypersensitive around the kidney area, headaches. And the trauma reflex that usually affected one side of the body and has you pull up asymmetrically, causes a lot of problems, abnormal gait. So these patterns are really deeply wired within us, and the only way to actually shift them meaningfully is to get into them and speak at the level that they're working at. So stay till the end, because I'm going to finalize the whole thing with a Shavasana meditation that anchors and brings in all 3 patterns. And if you've started to join me in doing journal speak, Nicole Sachs journal speak, this is the thing to do after your 20 minutes of journaling, starting to open up into a free flow subconscious funnel to access traumas that are held here and here. It's amazing. But let's just dive in now into the yoga practice and teach your body what safety actually feels like. So before we move, I want to go through these reflexes a little more in a way your body can recognize. So the red light reflex is that forward curl tendency. It's a protective hunch. It's kind of like I need to guard myself reflex. Pulls the chest in, rounds the shoulders forward, tightens the front of the body, makes the stomach tight. If you're always holding your belly, this one's you. And it comes on with stress, with too much screen use, too much EMF, fear, over-focusing on things when we're bracing. You can feel that front line of the body and its tensioning. And if you've ever gone like to the grocery store and seen people walking who are really affected by it, their whole posture is bent forward and they can't stand up straight anymore. So that can really be a lifetime of that red light reflex. The green light reflex is the go, 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 go posture. The back arches, the chest lifts, the shoulder blades pull back, the low back tightens. This is a reflex that we have of always trying to push, perform, produce, even when you're exhausted and you don't know how to stop and overdo, all the time. The trauma reflex is that side bending, twisting pattern. Like I had a bad fracture when I was a kid in my right leg, and I wore a very heavy cast for a long time, and it causes me to always want to pull my right hip up and bend over to the side. So maybe you have something like this too. It could be an arm, your shoulder's always pulling up, which is going to affect your opposite hip. You're slightly off center. Your system always wants to guard one side of the body as if something happened from that direction. Maybe it was a car accident, that kind of thing. And the muscles don't forget unless they're given an opportunity to work through the closure. So all 3 of those reflexes live inside what's called the gamma loop, the part of the brain and nervous system that predicts tension and sets the baseline of your muscle tone. And you can't stretch these reflexes away, but you can retrain them. If you just try to stretch them, maybe you've experienced this with massage or in a yoga class where you just, I'm so tight, and you try to pull it. Doesn't work. As a matter of fact, you can almost imagine him in there going, what's she doing now? What's he doing now? And trying to tighten up even more to protect you. But what you can do is learn a somatic approach to engaging them, noticing them, and then retraining them through a slow, aware somatic movement. So this is the kind of yoga I do. It gives your brain new information. It restores flow, and it gives you your breath back. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to help this be a felt sense within your body. And then at the end, I'm going to invite you to lie down. You'll already be lying down. And we'll go through a practice. So let's get this lined up here. Okay. So here we go. All right. So let's start on your back. Oh. So just feel the weight of your body being received by the ground. Take some breaths in the low back ribs, as if you could feel those ribs pushing back and out. Very deep, slow breathing that reminds the body there's safety. And now we're going to arch and flatten the back. So starting always from the pelvis, your deep core movement, go ahead and inhale and let your back arch. And notice as the back arches, when the head follows, the back of the neck flattens. My chin tucks, my neck flattens, and I'm going to now pull my heels towards me, okay? And now I'm tensing the hamstrings, the back of the legs, and I'm going to gently push the lower back of my head down. My arms are going to roll open. I'm going to squeeze my shoulders. Now, none of this needs to be done hard. All you're doing is engaging the lower back and the entire back line of the body. And now let it go. 5, 4, breathe, low back ribs, 2, and 1. And you'll feel an echo of the movement. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Another thing about these movements is they're like a meditation. They're not an exercise to build muscle. They're an entry point in the body to release. So once again, arching and then flattening. We're going to arch, let the low back arch, my arms turn out as my shoulder blades squeeze. The back of my head pushes and I pull my heels towards my bottom. The whole back of the body. You can lift the perineum, lift the groin muscles up, keep breathing. Even though you're tensing in the red light, in the green light fashion, you're letting your body know it's safe. And release. 5, 4, deep breath. 3, 2, and 1. Feel the echo of the back of the body you've just brought into awareness. And now we're going to do the front of the body. So feet come together. I'm going to roll my arms inward as I flatten my low back. My chin's going to lift as my neck arches. Lifting almost like I'm lifting my head. I'm pushing my hands in. I'm squeezing my knees together. I'm pushing my heels away from me in the mat. And I'm lifting slightly. Now it's the belly, the legs, the arms, the shoulders, the neck. Feel the front of the body. Keep breathing in the low back ribs and release. 5. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Probably a deep breath will come in as the vagus nerve softens and the body relaxes. Now here's a key. If you're feeling pain at all, do less. Come up to the point of an alarm bell going off. This is not meant to be a torture. Come up to the point where your body's going to react and pause there. Use your subtle awareness. Be gentle with yourself, guys. All right, one more time. Flattening my low back, arms turn in, hands push, heels push away. Back of my hands on my thighs, my chin lifts, my neck arches. Breathe into my low back. Feel it. And release. 5, 4. Thank you, body. 3. Built to serve. 2, 1. Grateful. Deep, full relaxation. Now we're going to move into cat-cow on all fours, sometimes called cat-dog. but I want you to feel it without putting pressure on your wrist first. So remember I said we start from the pelvis? We're going to do that again. So starting from my lower pelvis, I'm going to arch and feel the arch go up the body, shoulder blades, just my back. And now I'm going to undo from the pelvis. So I'm going to keep my upper back arched, but I'm going to undo the lower back. Now this gets really tricky. You're going to play mind games and think, what am I doing? But very slowly, like a rolling pin, going up my body, I'm going to flatten. Now I'm going to keep the upper body. I'm like in a mini bridge. My upper body rounded. Now I'm going to undo the lower part back into the arch. And let the arch move slowly up the spine. Arch, arch, arch. And then I'm going to hold the arch up above. And I'm going to undo it down below. So this is a segmental awareness. This you start to be aware that each vertebra of your back, these amazing building blocks, are each designed to bend, straighten, side bend, and rotate. So this helps you there. So I'm in a mini bridge. Now I'm going to undo at the pelvis. Arching, 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 arching. Up the body. And we're going to let go. So if you are uncomfortable being on all fours because of your wrists, then just pause. Stay right here. Those of you who get on all fours, let's come. All fours, knees under shoulders, tops of the feet flat. Knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders. Okay? And now I'm going to do the flattening and arching in this posture. So starting at the pelvis. Let it go up my back, tucking my tail, my mid-back, my shoulder blades spread, my chin comes to my chest. I'm rounded. Now I'm going to hold the rounding, and I'm going to undo from the lower pelvis. So many of us have done this posture, but not taken the time to really let each vertebra express. So now I'm in a strong dog or cow posture. I'm going to hold the upper body. And I'm going to undo vertebra by vertebra. Head and neck are last. So at first it may be really hard to do and you feel like you're moving all as one. Just use your awareness to feel each vertebra. Sometimes having a friend run their hands up your spine helps. Keep breathing deep into the low back. And give that back amazing inner awareness, moving somatically. As I'm arched, I'm pushing my hands one direction and my knees another. Then when I go back into the dip, I'm pulling my heels of my hands and my knees towards each other. So as you do this, you should start to feel that it makes sense to do that. So let yourself notice each vertebra participating. Okay? Now we're going to do the side curl. So lying on your side, it can be very helpful to get a yoga block or go up to a table, but something that you can put your knees on because you want your top knee to stay forward. It's going to want to roll back and you keep it forward. Feet in as if you're standing on the floor. 90 degrees here, 90 degrees at the hips. I'm going to lay down, support your head if you need to, and I'm going to open my heart first. So I keep my knee forward, and I'm slowly going to open. Now here's the trick of this one, which is gorgeous. This is not a shoulder stretch. It should never be painful. Come to where you feel the tension, and then you're going to do like a little mini lift. So I can put this hand behind my head for support, and I'm going to do a side lift. I can even bring my foot up, and what I'm doing is crunching my hip towards my armpit. I'm tightening the very muscles that are trying to protect me and don't let me go into the twist. This is the key to the kingdom. So I'm tensing, and now very slowly I'm going to relax what I just tensed. I'm going to relax the protector muscles. As I do this, you can probably see I unwind more. It's fabulous. My head's looking that way. And I'm going to do it one more time, and I'm targeting the tension I feel here in my side, and I'm going to engage it. There you are, tension. Thank you for trying to protect me. Breathe. Feel it. And now very softly, let it go. And this is an exquisite way to enter into the trauma reflex and to release what's no longer yours. And you may get that feeling like you want to stretch as you do in the morning when you first wake up. That's called pandiculation. And the body loves that. That is an amazing way to enter into the tensing and the releasing of the body. That's what animals do to let go of stress. So we really benefit from it too. Okay? Other side, knees stacked, 90 degrees, feet on the floor, arms here. And I'm going to open now, breathing. And I keep my knee forward as I open my upper chest. I come to this point. I should have my arm out. Or bend it. If your arm is sore at all in the shoulder, just bend it. Come to the point of tension. And now slowly lift. Feel the lift. Maybe I lift my foot and I really bring the tension in here, the trauma reflex forward. Breathing in the low back and letting go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Checking to see that my knees are stacked. My body opens to a new level of release because I paid attention to the protector. It makes a huge difference. And one more time, I can support my head. And I'm going to go ahead and lift, breathing, tensing. My tension's right through here. I'm going to tense it. I can feel a little in my shoulder, but not much. You may have more in the shoulder. Imagine a heavy weight lifting. And now, gently, softly release. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And maybe again you get that familiar sense of really a potent way to enter into tensing and letting go. And again, this is the beautiful automatic reflex that animals have. It's so powerful. See if you can feel that and access it. Okay, I want to do what's called the wash rag. If you only have one to do in a day, this one's really valuable. So the wash rag is where you lay out, arms out, knees bent, and I'm going to let my knees stacked rotate over towards one side. My arm will curl towards my knee, my shoulder comes up. My other side rolls backwards, and I turn and look to the other side. So I'm kind of wringing my body out. Feeling as if everything were being rotated, again, addressing the trauma reflex. I can push my top knee forward. I can lift my right shoulder, pull my left shoulder back, and then very slowly breathing in the low back ribs, let myself come out. Knees stacked, tensing the very muscles that we just stretched, and let them go. Sound slowly as you exhale softens the vagus nerve. And now we're going to go the other way. Knees stacked, knees over to the left. My left arm rotates forward and down, lifting the shoulder. My right arm back, pulling my shoulder blades back. And I can push that right knee forward, breathing. Head turns as if some gentle, large hands we're rotating my body like a wash rag. And slowly, slowly coming out. Again, no pain. Feel as if you're coming from a strong core. Pull your belly button in and rotate out. Sometimes the hardest piece of this is to go slow. It really is. Okay? So let's do wash rag one more time. Arms are out, knees are together. We're going to drop our knees to the right. My right arm will rotate down towards the knees, lifting my shoulder. My left arm back, and my head looks back. And I push my knee and lift my shoulder, tensing, feeling any asymmetry, any challenge in rotation, very gently tensing and then very softly letting go. Breathing in the low back. Pause in between, scan the body. Feel the echo of the movement. This helps retrain the brain and the neuroplasticity to kick in with your attention and your kindness. Be kind to yourself. And the other way, knees drop to the left, right arm rolls back, left arm forward as my hand rolls in and down, and I push. Oh, and I feel that deep motion as my hip pushes forward, my arm rolls back on this side. On my left side, I'm pulling my shoulder towards my hip, and I come out very slowly. Gently, softly. And now just relax, legs up or legs down, and feel the echo of wash rag in your body. It feels so good. All right. Now we're going to get some of the back of the body, the green light, the go reflex. Again, be very gentle. So your knees are going to bend, your arms down at about 45 degrees, which is a soft posture on the shoulders. And starting at the pelvis, I'm going to flatten my low back and gently keep rolling up like a rolling pin is coming up. And I'm just going to lift into a bridge as I keep rotating the pelvis this way. So it's a strong rotation lift. My chin will flatten. Come up only as high as you're comfortable onto your shoulders. And then I'm going to drop from my shoulders like a string of pearls back down onto a table. Imagine a string of pearls. I lifted each one and now I'm laying each one down. Okay, so string of pearls on a table. I'm going to lift and I'm going to drop each vertebra, getting a segmental awareness. Each vertebra getting its own bath of movement. All right, so once again, I'm going to pull my belly button in, tuck my tail between my legs, and let it roll up the spine. Try to get each vertebra to go in and up, one by one, breathing in the low back ribs. Feel your breath up and drop. Feel each vertebra finding its way down, down, down. Breathing deep, let your back fill. Okay. Now we're going to, again, honoring our back muscles. We're going to come to our side, roll to your side, and over onto your elbows. This is a modified Bhujangasana or Cobra pose, where we're going to slowly, again, without hurting. So you can start here, forehead on my hands. Prepare yourself, feet flat. My hands will come under my shoulders. And I'm slowly going to lift first with my back. So the back of my head, my shoulders, lift. And now I'm going to walk one elbow where my hand was, the other elbow where my hand was. Hands forward. This is Sphinx pose. And I'm going to pull my elbows towards my belly and lift my heart forward. Breathing in the low back ribs. You'll feel the strong tensing in the back. Let the buttocks tighten as you pull and lift. And then long as you can, slowly melt. Hands come together, melt each vertebra down. Relax the buttocks, relax the head, forehead down on your hands. And breathe deeply into the low back ribs. Let the breath be here. Okay, one more mindful extension. You're going to bring your hands to the side by your shoulders. Let your chin sweep the mat. Head up first. Lifting first with my back. Replacing one elbow and the other elbow where my hands were. Spread my fingers and pull my hands and my elbows towards my belly. And lift. Lengthen the heart. Feel the length in the low back. You can tighten the buttocks and lift a little more. Breathe in the low back and then softly, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. Down you go. Cross your hands. Put one cheek on and relax the back. Feel the effect. And now we're going to end before Shavasana in child's pose. So I want you to lift yourself up, bend your knees, and come back. Now this is hard for some people to go into child's pose. Belly button in, head down. Let your hands go forward. And lift your fingertips as if you were pulling your fingertips towards your body, lengthening. And now softly let everything go. Soften, relax, and down. You could bring your hands here, but if you're able to keep working your shoulder extension, bring your hands here, come up on your fingertips and pull gently. Pull my shoulder blades back and down, feel my body lengthen, and then softly, softly lower. And now let your hands come by your side as you go into a deep, slow child's pose. Okay? And let the breath be in the low back. And now I want to bring us into a Shavasana. Let yourself be soft. Let the breath flow. And softly come out of child's pose to roll over on your back. Let your whole weight drop into your low back. Let the ground just hold you fully, completely. Let the breath be in the low back ribs. Let your eyes softly close. And notice the front of your body. Notice if it feels softer. There's an expansion there, less guarded. A little more ability, a little more willingness to let breath in deep. That's that red light unwinding, the protection softening. Breathe into the low back ribs deep. And now let your awareness be in the back body. Notice if it's more open, less arched, less responsible for all the holding you up. That's the green light releasing, soft, available to your breath. And notice your sides. Feel the right side of your body, the left side. Feel your right hip and your left. Notice how the right leg is laying and the left leg. If there's a little less tension, a little more equal, feel your left shoulder and your right shoulder laying on the ground. Notice the balance, a little more available. That's the trauma reflex, letting go. And it's not random. This is you bringing your awareness to the story of the tension in your body. Your nervous system, thank you, has been doing its very best to protect you in the only language it knows, and that's muscle tension. But right now, through your awareness and your movement, your body is rewiring a new language. A language built on a felt sense of safety, on your choice to tense and to let go, on a slow awareness of this body built to serve. Take a slow inhale into the low back ribs and then let the exhale just fall out with a sigh of relief. Do it again. Breathing, feel the back of your heart soften. Feel the belly soften. Feel your jaw loosen. Feel the ground under you doing all the work. You don't have to hold anything right now, not your posture, not your breath, not your history. You can just let it melt. Let it melt into a neutrality. Let it melt into possibility, into an expansive rest. And stay here as long as you need. And when you're ready to return, do it really slowly, like returning into yourself from the inside with tenderness. And if this resonated with you, then we're going to go into the hidden link next between the jaw and the pelvis, because when those unlock, the whole nervous system breathes differently. Thank you for practicing with me today, you sweet people. I'll see you in the next flow.